EA Sports, and all eyes are on Saquon Barkley. He should be a busy man out of the backfield. It's the Eagles and the Commanders, and it kicks off next on Madden NFL 25.
It's a pretty frigid December day in our nation's capital, but luckily for us, we have our heaters cranked all the way up here in the booth at Commanders Field. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Garden. And Charles, you talk about this Commanders team coming into play here today.
They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And last week's win was indicative of how good this team can be. It was a complete performance.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Eagles, they have certainly got it rolling of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And it's simple. The more you win in the regular season, the more likely you play at home in the postseason, and that can take you deep into January.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So the Commanders make their way out on offense for the first time here. And it's the rookie Jaden Daniels, the number 2 overall pick, leading the way.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want, but this guy, he is hard to corral.
On the catch, it's Crowder. And able to get this one across the 45 before. Down. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Once more, here's Eckler.
And he's got it to about the 40. You look at this Eagle defense.
Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season, but if they have any hopes of making waves in January, they've got to improve in this area.
To Crowder, and he's got it on the crossing route.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 20-yard line.
Daniels looking to throw.
Escaping the pressure right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
But one of the things we talked about coming into this was we were never going to question the fight that he's going to have for all 4 quarters of a game. But ideally, you want him fighting for big plays and first downs early, not fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage, as we saw right there.
A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Eckler diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown.
Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games, and another good start to this one, out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told.
And it's Austin Eckler who finishes things off with a touchdown run. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out come the Eagles for the first time, and the man in charge at quarterback in his 5th year now, Jalen Hurts.
And for how good he is throwing the ball, it's his running that makes him so dangerous. He had a couple of touchdowns on the ground in last week's game, so we'll see what they dial up for him for this one.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 26.
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
Here's 3rd and 3. Throwing is Hurts.
Flushed out right. And he goes out right around the 39.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
They'll set up to throw. Out to his left. And this one complete to Smith. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
Hurts
on the move to his left. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down.
Deron Payne in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that, but they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game, and you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. That's 2nd down. Here's Hurts to throw.
Steps away. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
1,000-yard season, somewhat commonplace for running backs. Not so for quarterbacks, that's for sure. But that last run, going to move him past the 1,000-yard mark now on the year. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession, as they've got it with a 3rd down and less than a yard. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Again, it's Barkley.
Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And the Eagles are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Hurts sets up to throw it.
Rolling to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Barkley
hammering for the goal line. He loses the football.
Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumbled, recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Being chased out left. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal.
And the Commander defense able to hold.
A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. That's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. Motion man is Crowder. Now Daniels.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
Nakobe Dean came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left.
5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough.
Let's take it at around the 40. A punt of 46, a return of 5.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Smith. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
And his throw is incomplete.
Now that's absolutely terrific technique right there by the corner. Exhibit A. Zone coverage, knew his man was in relation to the football at all times, and made a nice play.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. They'll look to throw again. Forced out to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Quan Martin, and the Commanders are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
To the air goes Daniels.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
To throw is Daniels.
Fighting through pressure. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know that there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Tressway on 4th down is sent out to punt.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. This is taken at the 18. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
The Eagles offense and Jalen Hurts ready to take over once more.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he rifles one incomplete.
These two teams had met earlier in the season in Philly with the Eagles winning that ball game. So they're looking for another win here in Washington to take the season sweep.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Now back to throw. They'll roll him out right.
That is incomplete.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts, flush to his right. They'll set up the screen to Barkley.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Back to throw here.
It's Barkley once again bringing in the catch.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Running on first down, Eckler. And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away.
So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score.
As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you two in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on, so let's get to it. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. And it's the Falcons who are out in front in the second quarter. Rondale Moore, a touchdown reception. From there, it's up to Highmark Stadium to check in on the Bills. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting New England Patriots. Josh Allen has thrown 2 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City. See what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And they trail the visiting Lions in that one. Amon-Ra St. Brown, a touchdown reception. It was Austin Eckler who was the star of that first half. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break. This has been a hard-fought battle thus far. Just the 1 touchdown to this point is still anybody's game at 7-0, as both of these defenses have been out there trying to one-up one another.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. The Eagles offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And his numbers this year have been eye-popping in a lot of categories. In one area that stands out, he's the NFL leader in rushing touchdowns by a quarterback here in the latter part of the season.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. He'll look to throw. Oh, it's complete. A diving grab there by Brown. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Back to throw. Buying time to his left. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Over 30 yards there. And first downs on 3 consecutive plays now. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal.
On the sneak, it's Hurts.
And this time he breaks the plane. He's in for the touchdown.
Jalen Hurts scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Eagles are an extra point away from evening this one up. It took them a little while, but they are on the board here in this third quarter, and now with a chance to tie this up.
And it gives them a chance to exhale just a little bit, right? Because most of the time, if your first points come in the second half, you're often hopelessly out of the game, but not in this case. Now they have something to build on and a chance to mount a comeback.
And he'll get in, and they take an 8-7 lead. They didn't want the tie. They roll the dice, and they take the lead.
That felt like a tone setter, didn't it? Forget tying the ball game and feeling like we're just hanging with you. We're going to go ahead and push it to a one-point lead, and that just changes the complexion of the whole game.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line. First possession of the second half now for Washington. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Up the middle with Eckler. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A couple of plays sent him the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14.
Here's Daniels. A quick throw there is incomplete. The passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 26. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Steps away to his left. Smith catches left side. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts escaping the pressure right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down. He'll look to throw. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
He finds him again, Saquon Barkley.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Being chased out left.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10
at the 39-yard line.
Throwing is Hurts.
Rolling to his left.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. They go play action with Hurts.
Sliding out of the pocket.
This short throw caught by Goddard.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41.
Hurts.
And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now at Commanders Field.
This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. So a big kick coming now for Jake Elliott. This to get the lead up to 4. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this one fielded in the end zone. It won't be returned, so it'll come out to the 30. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. The last series form a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. This to the sideline and over everybody. Incomplete. No flags forthcoming, though. Maybe a break there. That looked like a...
And he lost the football.
We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble. Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play, but in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here's Tressway now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This is taken at the 23. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look.
They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Hurts.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Couple of nice plays right in a row, and it's an Eagle 1st down. And that catch puts him past the great Jerry Rice. For the most receiving yards in a single season, he's now up over 1,848.
At one point, we called Jerry Rice Flash. How about the dash we saw here today? The dash towards his record and past it. What a tremendous achievement. And how much fun is it for us to be here to witness it?
It's a pinch-me moment for us. Dancing to his left.
This one complete down the field to Goddard.
And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That's good for 28 yards. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Flushed out right. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They'll buy some time right.
It's getting cold in here, partner, because it looks like he's trying to ice this one away. Yeah, I know, bad dad joke, but what the heck, right? Scrambling for that first after the D blanket his receivers, that's a backbreaker for the defense. They finish this drive off with 6, and this one could be over.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Offside. Defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout
as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Defense keeps him out of the end zone there. Now, will they go for it? And if so, can they do it one more time?
Yeah, I just don't know if it's worth it going for it because what we've seen from the defense so far, every gap is taken care of. Everyone is sound in their coverage. No one is breaking free, and those ball carriers are getting tagged. If I were them, I'd think very hard about just taking 3 points and taking their dignity and moving on.
And the ball's at the 2, spotted at the 2, so a pretty good chunk to go. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here we go, a big play and a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal.
On the sneak, it's Hurts.
And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Jalen Hurts.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Eagles are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And it was capped off by the quarterback sneak for 6. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
This will be taken in the end zone and no run back forthcoming, so they will bring it out to the 30-yard line. Now Washington down by 11, 1:04 on the clock. A crushing loss to their playoff chances on the horizon, barring a huge turnaround here, starting with 1st and 10. He's got McLaurin.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Now Daniels. Got a man. It's Brown. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about it if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you can win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time, and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that, and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for Philadelphia, they continue to rack up the victories as this one moves